Alright, so this is one of our new additions to the farm here. We got him and his twin brothers. I just picked them up. These guys are in desperate need of hoof trimming before we put them in the pasture. So I figured I'd bring them in here tonight, get out of the rain, and show you how I like to trim goat hooves. So let's grab some tools and get started. Alright, so I don't know how this guy's going to do with trimming his hooves, since we just got him to the farm here. I'm not sure how he was treated before. First thing I would do though before I trim any hooves, I like to sharpen my blades. So let's take a look at this guy's feet here. So you can see this guy is really overgrown. It's been quite a while since he's had a good trimming. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to get this back, see what it looks like down underneath here, and then we'll kind of go from there. So what I like to do is just kind of trim off this edge, just so I can see what I'm working with here underneath this hoof. Now it is winter here in Washington, so hoof rot is a pretty big problem here. Doesn't really look like he's got any hoof rot, so I think we're going to be in good shape. So now we're just going to kind of trim him down here and get him a little better off here before winter. Now we like to trim hooves on our goats about once a month, just to make sure that everybody stays good and healthy. Good feed on goat are imperative to their health here. Easy, buddy. So the thing you always want to remember too whenever you're trimming your goat hooves is making sure you're keeping your tool flat, and making sure you're keeping that hoof. So that's part of the reason I like using a stand. Is let's trim out. Oh, I know. We'll get this other hoof trimmed. Now what I like doing on the stand is then seeing how the goat will actually stand on his feet. That way I can make sure that I've got a good level pad here. So let's clean up this outer one, and we'll see how he stands on these. Alright, so this is a hoof that's all done. You can see we're all nice and flat on the bottoms. So you can see when he stands on it, you can see how it sits nice and level. That's why I like really double checking him on here. It's got a nice square pad. Everything sits flat on the ground. So now if we come over here to this other hoof that I haven't done yet, kind of compare on this side. I know, buddy. You can see here how they're all just curled over. So naturally, as he tries to stand on it here, you'll actually see the hoof will start to rotate and kind of turn sideways, and that's really hard on their ankles because they're not able to put the pressure on it. And if it goes too long, you can actually start causing joint problems, everything else with them. So definitely want to make sure you get a hold of it. So you can kind of see here as these hooves are side by side, this is the hoof that's already trimmed, sits nice and flat, versus this hoof here, which you can see kind of has just a slight roll to it. So we're going to get this guy all trimmed up. You can see here on the back ones, probably make it a little easier to see, I don't know here, but you can see how the toes just kind of rotate to the side. This guy's pretty bad in the back. And then like over here, what'll happen is as it grows, you'll see how the hoof kind of comes up. Well, that's where all the mud and everything gets just packed down in there, and that really starts causing hoof rot. So we really want to avoid that. So we'll get this guy all trimmed up, and then we're going to get his brothers done and get them all outside.